Hey everyone, so today we're going to be working on these two games I just recently got. Got this Defender and Joust game. The contacts are a bit dirty on it, so I'll just open this one up and give it a basic clean. Here I also have Pokemon Yellow. Just recently got that as well. As you can see, it's got no label for it, and I'm going to open it up, give it a clean, and check the memory battery in this as well. If that's no good, I will replace it with a new one. But I'm thinking even if the battery is saving, I will probably replace it. So yeah, so I'll start with this one here. And so I've got this special screwdriver for opening these up. And so to open these up, they just slide down one, it'll slide, and they open up like that. So yes, that's quite dirty on its pins. So I'll just take that out the way, and what I can do is I will use some ISO, I think, on that, and then another way is you can get a razor, a rubber eraser, and buff up the pins on those as well. So I shall do that. Alright, so after a bit there I realise that little bit there that you can see on that pin is just a bit of pitting from the corrosion. So I've got it cleaned up a lot better now. But yeah, just that one pin there that's just got a bit of pitting in it, so it's just not reflecting up as nice as it could do. But that's all I needed to do, is just sort of improve that. So when it's plugged in, it's going to make a better connection. And that, so yeah, just cleaning it with some ISO, and then you can use a razor, a rubber eraser, to buff it up and then polish off any rubbery bits, and that is quite good for getting them nice and shiny. So I'll put that now back into this case. That's all I was going to just wanting to do for this one. It's just to give it a little bit of maintenance. So that's back into there. Right, there we go. So yeah, it's just going to improve it a little bit better. It's a rough game already, and I don't believe I even paid much to get it, but I thought it would just be nice to make it last a bit better. So now I'll just move this out the way, and we'll get that out the way. The Pokemon Yellow game. So literally just got this today. But I knew what kind of roughly condition it was coming in, because I knew it was missing its label. But I'll give this all a bit of a clean up. That's just a bit of sellotape stuff on the back, I think. So I'll give this a proper clean in a bit and see what I can do. So we'll open that up as well. I'll check what the battery condition is in, and work it from there as well, because I don't really want to have to change the battery later on, especially if you start playing a game on it and you don't want to find that the battery goes flat after a couple of months and you lose that save, because obviously a Pokemon game is a very long playing game. Alright, so it looks like someone's replaced the battery by a weird way. I have heard of people doing this, because sometimes they can't get the battery with the terminal coming off it, the terminals coming off it, and so they break off the other the battery and then just sellotape a new battery in between, but kinda that doesn't really, like, it would work, but you can imagine that's now probably going to lose its connection and lose its save. So I'm going to take that battery out. I'll give these pins a clean as well, and then give this case a clean, and I've got a sticker that I've made up to go on it. So I think we'll remove the battery for starters. Let's remove the sellotape. Yeah, literally they've just sellotaped a battery into between the, so it's the bottom's touching there and that's touching the top, and sellotaped it down. But yeah, no, I've got a proper battery, so I can do that. So yeah. This one's taking a little bit to get to remove. I'll just give that a nice little reflow. Cool. So that's all it was just two terminals and a bit of tape. Right, so I'll give these little connectors a clean. Get a new cotton bud for that. So pretty much just the battery is there, keeps a small current going through the cartridge that remains its save states, or the saves in the game. And when that goes flat, that stops saving. I've got another cartridge and it sort of saves for a couple of minutes and then it goes flat, and so I'll probably be replacing the battery in that one as well. So yeah, so that gives you a bit of an idea. So what have we got written on here? So this board is from 98. Yeah. So I'll just give the pins a buff up. There's no corrosion on these ones, so they're pretty good actually. Yeah, so they're really good. So I'll get rid of that. So I've got here a sticker that I've made up and a replacement battery, so we'll put that in. The replacement battery I actually got from my Gameboy camera, but I haven't got around to using it yet, as the batteries well lasted in that over the years, and I know that it's so due to eventually die soon, so that's initially what I'd got. Right, so plus, minus, we've got here plus, minus. So just got to carefully place it over these parts here. It doesn't matter too much because all batteries, these coin batteries, are 3 volt, and so you're not going to kill it by putting the wrong type of battery size in it. But I'll just get this to start to tack down a bit. Try and do this as clean and tidy as I can. Right, now I've got that. I'll put some new solder, possibly just on the top. I'm trying to actually improve my soldering skills. Okay, so after a bit of mucking around there, I've got that to solder down quite nicely. Just trying to get a nice clean connection on both sides there. So that should be pretty set. Like, I don't believe that's going to pop off or anything. But yeah, so that is all ready. Looks clean, nice clean pins. Battery installed, which will now last for years. And don't have to worry about it ever separating apart, just in case, like how the old one was. So yeah, now to put that aside, and I will now give this a clean and come back to you in a second. Right, so this came up alright. Like, these are fairly old and there's going to be a bit of damage and scratches, but I've been able to get it to clean up quite nicely. So these have now been washed and dried, and I'm just going to put the game back into it now. And so that just clips into there. And this one's the same again, where you push it down and slot it up. Then you don't put that screw. So I can see someone's been in this before, not using a proper screwdriver either, because it's quite a little bit munted around the edge of this hole. But there's been ways of people will melt a plastic pen and stick it in and let it set, and then they can turn it and undo them as a way of getting into them. Right, okay, so that's looking pretty good. It's all clean. Now I'm going to make this sticker up. It's not perfect, but it will do. It's vinyl. It's a vinyl sticker, so it should last quite well. But now it's just about, hopefully I've made it the right size. I've gone too far over that side. Hang on, I'll centre it a bit more. Because I know they're not right to the edge either quite often. Alright. How's that? That's not too bad. That's actually pretty clean. I've got it down. There's a vinyl that doesn't hold air bubbles underneath it, so it will go down quite smoothly. And then it will be easy to peel off at the moment, but eventually it will set and go quite hard to peel off and really stick on there quite well. So, yeah, that's really tidy looking. I think, you've got your bit of... You always get those scratches from the Game Boy when they've been inserted into them. But yeah, you'd almost think that was brand new. A bit down there. But yeah, so this would have improved the gameplay on this one anyway. Just improving those connectors for the cartridge or game pack. And now this one's sort of definitely improved itself. Now got a better battery in it, a new battery as well, soldered in properly, clean the pins, the connectors, clean the casing, new sticker, and it's ready to go. So should be good now. I'll just go check that it has be able to save. But, it's pretty straightforward. You just connect up the battery and away it goes. It should be fine for saving. But yeah, alright. Thank you for watching. Thanks.